Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to take this opportunity to address the issue of road funding. In particular, the positive action we took on Senate Bill 149. Whether intended or not, the legislature was asked to lead on this matter of road funding. We're perfectly willing to do so. But let's be clear, the governor has the authority and the capacity to lead on gubernatorial priorities. She's already demonstrated the ability. For instance, on the Reconnect and My Opportunity Scholarship, the administration researched the idea, drafted appropriate bills, sought out sponsors for each. The idea was both bipartisan and bicameral. The administration arranged for a press conference, orchestrated the introduction of bills, and is working with my office to line up testimony for committee. That's not what's happening with road funding. As it relates to roads, I feel as if the governor invited the people of the state of Michigan to a fancy dinner, then slapped a big, raw, wet turkey in the middle of the table and said, there you go, you take it from here. So we're dealing with it. On behalf of the people of the state of Michigan, the Senate is willing to lead with a different approach. We've ordered a pizza just to tide us over. We'll season the turkey and toss it back in the oven. In the meantime, while we're baking, we'll go out and get some real work done. We'll fix the auto insurance crisis that our constituents are facing every day. We'll trim up the school aid fund. We'll hand the schools a generous budget that they can work with before the classes start in the fall. We'll come back inside, sit at the kitchen table. We'll talk about how much money is really needed for roads. We'll factor in the progress we've made in 2015 that we finished today. It's obvious to most Michiganders that the first step in seeking real road funding is not robbing the $6 million road fund. Then we'll discuss the lack of skilled trades talent in the construction industry and how quickly we can build all the roads we'd like to today. Last fall, when I contacted my local MDOT supervisor to add M46 in the city of Saginaw, I was told that it couldn't be put on the list. We'd run out of contractors. As we're planning, we can talk about the bill that's currently sitting on our table. It opens up sand and gravel mining in southeast Michigan, where we find a shortage of aggregate material. We'll talk about how many roads can be closed for repair in any given year before we snarl up traffic so bad that we put an end to freight hauling and people can't get back and forth to work. One of the questions remaining will be, when we do agree on what spending is needed, and we will, where will we spend it? Townships, cities, counties benefit very little if we put 70% of our road funding into state trunk lines. Let's give locals the opportunity to hire local paving contractors, those capable of doing the small projects our communities desperately need. And finally, after we've accomplished some of our important work here, let's go home for the summer. Let's talk to our respective districts and really talk to our constituents and residents. Let's hear about their appetite for this 45-cent turkey of a gas tax, because if it's truly our intent to fix the damn roads, we damn well better listen to our people who gave us the privilege of standing right here in this very chamber.